Good morning, you beautiful yogis, and welcome to Thursday's class. Okay, so we're at the end of August. Where'd that go? We started August working with the toes. This was our toes to nose month, and we have arrived at the nose. I've actually pulled the camera up a little bit because we're such good friends now, so you can see. We're going to do some breath work, something a little different today. But I welcome everyone and hope everyone's in a good place. And for this hour, we're just going to take it all down. So we have arrived at the nose. Did you know that the nose was our first sense? I read it. Don't you believe everything you read? But it makes sense, right? Because you had to smell the food to find it, because you needed food for sustenance, and then you had to hear about, who was coming to steal your food. And then, anyhow, you get my point. So it makes sense, the nose, which is so important. And also think about it, when a baby is born, had a few of them, once the baby takes that breath, little pat on the back to open its airways, to allow the breath in. And then for those that are returning back home, they breathe their last breath. So breath is what we experience at the beginning and the end of life. It's that important. And if you take anything from yoga, or if I'm so honored that you would listen to me, no one else does, that you take away that yoga is all about the breath. And when we hear our breath and become in tune with this prana, this life force, this energy that comes in and out of our body, we become mindful, and then that blows open everything. But I believe it starts with the breath. So today, once I finish yapping, we're going to practice two different types of breath. And the one thing I'd like to bring to your attention is posture. And this is when we take yoga off the mat and into life. The number one medical, where prescriptions and medical complaints that bring people in to see a doctor is usually low back pain, caused by a number of things, but a lot of time it's our posture. So when we're sitting up in our shoulders, we roll our shoulders up, back, and then down, and engage a little bit of the core. We put ourselves in the best place for allowing the breath to move in and out unobstructed. Because all of us, and I would say all of us, have a cell phone. When we jut our neck forward, it is said that our vertebrae, our spine, when we are not aligned, we're adding another 40 pounds because we're off alignment to our back. I don't know. I read that too. So my point is that we're hunched over, we're always texting, we're on the computer, and these things have to be, but we should be taking time out to roll shoulders back, engage core, lift through the crown of your head and straighten up. And certainly when we're standing and walking, I love to tell folks that don't have time for yoga. I said, you ever go to Starbucks to get a cup of coffee? You always stand online. Well, then do yoga while you're standing online. Plant your feet, extend through the crown of your head, tuck your tailbone slightly, roll your shoulders back, stand there and just breathe. That is yoga. So enough of my soapbox. So the other thing that I'm going to, when I introduce this, we're going to do two breaths, alternate nostril, which is Nadi Shodhana, and breath of fire, which comes from the belly, and you exhale, and the inhale takes care of itself. And keep in mind too that by lengthening the exhale, we are releasing chemicals, hormones that automatically begin to calm the nervous system. My son Sam was trying to explain it to me, something to do with the vagus nerve, well beyond my pay grade, but it's true. And very often, the exhale is tough to hold and to lengthen. So that's something I'd like you to keep in mind. And drawing up the pelvic floor. So in in both of these breaths. So the pelvic floor, think of when you're urinating and you just stop it in midstream. For some, it's called Kegling. And, to practice that is a good thing. Those muscles could always be improved. Anyhow, by drawing in and holding, it's called a root lock. You draw in and hold that pelvic floor. So that's going to be important when we get to the later stage of our first breath, which we're going to do, Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril. And let's see. And I'd like you to close your eyes. So you're going to listen to my, right, left, I'm going to use words like inhale, plug, which is going to be plug, switch, or inhale, plug, hold, and then switch the nostril. And I'll demonstrate that before so that you can close your eyes. And this balances off both sides of the brain. It's a wonderful, calming, balancing breath. And then breath of fire, what we'll end with, will get us warmed up to do some yoga. But this part we're going to devote to the breath. And so that's that. The shout out this week is to camping. I'm just going to leave it there. Get outside, camp if you can. There's nothing like it. So try to get out and camp, very least picnic and fall asleep in the grass. Okay, and then housekeeping. Comfortable seated pose, or a pillow or a blanket, something so that we can sit. Blocks, we'll need those for when we practice some of the asana. Asana is posture. And strap, I know last week I said we didn't need one and we used one. So don't listen to me. Well, actually do, but don't. Always have a strap close by, and keep your blocks close by too, because remember, if you can't touch the floor, bring the floor to you. And then, because this is going to be so important to have a clear breathing in and out through your nose. A lot of people, by the way, are mouth breathers. They breathe through the mouth. That's not such a good idea. So that's why I always say purse your lips together, just bring your lips together, and then all our breathing is going to be in and out through the nose, except when we do breath of fire, it's going to be, we're going to just, like blowing out a candle through the mouth. But on a daily basis, our breath should be in and out through the nose. So make a note of that. Maybe you are part nose, part mouth. See if you can't convert to almost entirely nose, except when you're running up that hill and you need to really take an inhale. But, okay, so can you tell I've had about 4 cups of tea already? I had a big drive today. Came up from New Jersey, so I'm here, happy to be back in Vermont. And so now I just invite you, we're going to sit for a moment, and then I'll ask you to open your eyes, and we'll start with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril. But here right now, sinking into wherever you are, perhaps pulling back the flesh, allowing your hips to just slide forward a wee bit, placing your hands down to feel grounded or up, a gesture of receiving. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Feel that motion. Motion is lotion, but seriously, just feel, maybe it's a little crackly, that's okay, no judgment. And now reverse. Really move your shoulders. And we'll find a comfortable pose with your hips a little bit forward, grounded, shoulders up, back, and down, belly slightly tucked in. Extend through the crown of your head so your spine is nice and straight. I invite you to close your eyes with your lips pursed together. Let's center at this time. Begin to breathe, feeling your belly expand on the inhale. Feel it rise. Maybe hold it for a minute and then exhale as you pull in. See if you can't make each breath 5 seconds. Count 5 to yourselves as your belly rises, and then hold it for a moment and then exhale. Drawing in the life force, the energy. We are energy. We're taking in what we need and letting go of that which has served us, but now no longer. Feel that slow, smooth cadence of the breath moving effortlessly in and through you. Do 3 more to the count of 5, breathing in and exhaling, lengthening your exhale. And now floating your eyelids open. And I'm going to demonstrate alternate nostril breathing. So I mirror you on the camera, on the computer. So I'm going to, I would ordinarily say left hand, but really it's your right. And since, so I'm going to say right hand, even though to you it looks like my left, you get it. So you'll take your right hand and either your thumb and index finger, and these are the fingers, or maybe you like your ring finger to suppress. You know, some people like to put their middle finger into their forehead and, you know, but it's 2 fingers, any 2 fingers that kind of come naturally to you. And what I'm first going to do is take my right thumb and suppress my right nostril. So that's the word I'm going to use is plug. So I'm going to plug my right nostril and inhale through my left. And when I say inhale, you're now going to plug. You always plug after the inhale. So now I've plugged my left nostril. I'm going to inhale and then switch. I let go of my right. Exhale out through my right nostril, lengthening the exhale through my right. And now inhale through my right, plug, hold, switch. I'm now Releasing my finger from my left, exhaling through my left nostril. Inhale again, now through my left. Plug, hold, switch. Exhale through my right nostril. Inhale through my right. Plug, hold, switch. Exhale through my left. Inhale through my left. Nose gets a little red. So you see that back and forth. And as we go on, I'm going to ask you to hold it a little longer. So you're going to initially hold it, and I'm going to ask you to hold it a little longer. And when you hold it a little longer, you can start it now. Pull into your pelvic floor. Just pull in. Feel that. When you're holding your breath, you're pulling in your pelvic floor. And then switch. Exhale, let your pelvic floor go. And then you're going to inhale through the same nostril you exhaled out of. And after inhale, you plug. All right. Is everyone with me? It's a little, this is not an easy one to, already a disclaimer. This isn't easy, folks, you know, to teach this, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to start with you and then pull away, and I'm going to try and, we're going to just try and do, you know, 5, you know, I'll then ask you to do 5 on each side once we get, I feel that you've got the hang of it, which I hope won't take too long. So, all right, pretty exciting, this breath, I find, one of my favorite. I do it every morning for almost 20 minutes. It's huge, the energy, the balance, it's an important part. And I hope that you will find, you know, Google it. I'm sure there's someone online that will be able to teach it better than me, whomever, you know, but explore this breath. It's a wonderful breath to integrate into your life. All right, enough said. Comfortable seated pose, shoulders up, back, and down. Extend through the crown of your head. Raise your right hand, thumb on your right nostril, just to get the hang of. Inhale through your left. Hold, plug, switch. Exhale through your right. Lengthen your exhale till you empty out. Inhale through your right. Plug, hold, draw in your pelvic. Switch. Exhale through your left. Lengthen your exhale. Inhale through your left. Draw in your pelvic. Plug, switch. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Plug, hold, draw in your pelvic area. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Plug, switch, draw in your pelvic area. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale through your right, all the way down. Let go of your pelvic floor. Inhale through your right. Plug, hold, draw in your pelvic area. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale through your left. Let go of your pelvic area. Inhale through your left. Plug, hold, hold it, hold it, hold it. Switch. Exhale through your right. Let go of your pelvic floor. Inhale through your right, all the way up. Plug. Pelvic floor comes up. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale through your left. Let go of your pelvic floor. Let it out. Lengthen your exhale as far as you can go before you now inhale through your left. All the way up. Plug. Hold it. Draw in your pelvic area. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale through your right. Lengthen that exhale. Push all the air out as far as you can go. Inhale through your right. All the way. Plug. Draw in your pelvic. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. One last. Now let it go through your left. All the way out, lengthen it. Start here, do 5 on this side and 5 on the other to your own count. Just you're inhaling, draw in as much, hold it, drawing in your pelvic area. Meet those two locks, that root lock and holding your breath, plugging your nose. And now exhaling on the opposite side. Lengthen your breath all the way out, wherever you are. And then you inhale through that same nostril, drawing in your pelvic area, holding your breath, plugging, switching, exhaling opposite. Do a few more on each side. Find your breath. Travel with it. And by pulling in, feeling that sensation and being hungry for air, and then letting go. Wherever you are, whatever side you're on, take one more inhale, exhale. Because I can't see you, I don't know. And now, open your eyes. I wish I could see, but I have to feel that because I love this breath, that it, just sit with your sensation. And it's a little tricky going back and forth, but don't let that discourage you. Use this breath. Your brain, your body, everything wants it. And so now we're going to do the breath of fire. And I can do this, well, I really can't talk and do this breath. So this breath is going to look like we're going to do to the count twice, to the count of 50. And over time build up, to maybe 100. And it moves quickly. So basically, as we take an inhale and then exhale everything out, and the inhale takes care of itself. So it's inhale, exhale, now I'll do this again, but this is especially good to keep your pelvic, to draw in your pelvic. And your belly is going to be, I'm going to go to the side so you can see the belly. So just watch this. So it's an inhale and then exhale. Oh, sorry. You can see it better with the white. So basically, it's like you're blowing out a candle, and we'll maybe do 20 and then maybe 30, a total of 50. So no one passes out. But you want it like a really, you're exhaling. So the inhale takes care of itself. It's kind of crazy, right? Like you don't have to inhale? No. So let's try it. So inhale, exhale, and now quickly drawing in your pelvic with your tummy pulled in. The next time I'll clap. So instead of me trying to count, we'll do it to, obviously, I don't teach this very often. This is another one I do early in the morning. So a wonderful breath work to do, very invigorating. So coming to a comfortable seated pose, shoulders back, spine straight, extend through the crown of your head. On your next inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Now start. Close your eyes and just observe. Scan your body and see how you feel. It's another one you might want to Google. Someone else can probably teach it much better than I, but these are 2 breaths that if you can integrate into your home practice, your yoga practice, or your morning meditation or evening meditation, it's wonderful. They really are. Breath is what it's all about. So, okay, need a sip of water, and I'm going to push back. And now we're going to do some asana practice. Of course, mindful of the breath, and do some inversions. So I'm going to move everything off to the side. Okay. All right. Come into a comfortable seated pose. Rolling shoulders up, back, and down. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. Ride that inhale. Exhale. Float both arms down. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Ride your breath. Turning your palms up. Reaching up. Exhale, both arms extend out to the side, bringing your left palm down. Inhale, reach up, right palm. Really reach up, drawing your knees closer down, maybe bending your left elbow to come sink a little further down, breathing. On your next exhale, floating your right fingertips down as you inhale, bringing left arm up and over, gaze up where your eyes go, your body follows, perhaps bending your left elbow or your right elbow to reach out through your right fingertips. Draw down your knees. Feel that nice stretch in your hips. On your next exhale, floating left down. Inhale, right comes over, grabs hold of left knee. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. 2 breaths here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. On your next inhale, carry your left hand all the way over, grabbing a hold of your right knee. Right arm comes behind. Inhale, exhale, twist. 2 breaths here. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Keeping left on your right knee, draw over so that you're crisscrossing round your chest. Chin to chest. Draw your knees down as you come forward. Breathe. Breathe into the opening of your backside. Mindful now of lengthening your exhale. When your body is open on the exhale, lengthen it. On your next inhale, bring your both arms back. We're going to go right into a warm-up pose. So with your feet hip width distance, fingertips facing in the same direction of your feet, shoulders up, back, and down, belly in. On your next inhale, let's just come up. For those who aren't familiar with this pose, coming into a reverse table. On your next exhale, come down. For some of you, that may be enough. For the others, we're going to do 5. Inhale, move on the inhale. Exhale, scoot through, keeping your bottom off the mat. Inhale, engage your belly. Look up. Exhale, scoot all the way through, point your toes. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale, press up. Exhale, scooting through, last one. Inhale. Exhale. Seated down, flex your feet, shoulders up, back and down. Lean, hinge at the hips. Hinge, no rounding, back straight. Hinge at the hips, walk your hands down. You may grab a hold of your ankles, your shin, sides of your feet, yogi's choice. Grab a hold with your peace fingers with your 2 big toes, wherever you are. What we're trying to do here is stretch the backside of the leg, hinge at the hips, lead with your nose, forehead, and take your hadas over your padas if you want, and bend elbows. And once you get to as far as you can go, then let gravity do its job. On your next exhale, just release. Sink into the pose, into where you are. Wherever you are, and breathe. On your next inhale, coming back up, draw your knees up over to the side and come on to table pose. Here at table, remember, and I also wanted to, so we talked last week about the wrists. So keeping your thumbs facing each other, your fingers slightly tented as though you had a little ladybug under your palm. Knees hip width distance, tops of your feet pressing into the mat. So you want tops of your feet. On your next inhale, drop your belly, butt goes out, gaze up. Exhale. Tuck your chin to chest, round your spine, really exaggerate this movement. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, chin to chest, round your spine. 2 more on your own, moving with your breath. When you finish, come back to a neutral spine. On your next inhale, extend left arm, right leg. Exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. On this extension, turn your palm, flex your foot, come out to the side. Hold it. You want to bring your leg up as high as you can. Extend through your left fingers, flex your foot, reach out through your heel. Inhale to center. breathe. Exhale, move out to the side, hold it. Reach out with your fingertips, flex your foot, try not to lean, pressing into your right palm. Inhale. We're gonna do 2 more. Exhale, hold it for a breath or 2. Breathe, feel what your body's feeling. Inhale. Exhale out to the side. Last one, hold it, hold it. You can do this. Feel your belly, draw in your core. Inhale. After last week, come back to neutral spine. Your core is probably so much stronger. Okay. On your next inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, round your chin. Elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach out, ride your breath. On this, hold it, turn your palm, flex your foot out to the side. Hold it, feel, maybe one side feels different. If you can't tell from my voice, it really does feel different, but that's okay. We want it to, we want to notice the things in our body. Inhale, come back to center. Deep breath, ride your breath, move with your breath. Flex your foot, feel it. If your leg starts to drop, that's okay. Say, get back up here. Move it back up. Hold it. Inhale to center. Exhale out to the side. We've got 2 more to go. I know, right? We're almost there. Hold it, breathe. Don't hold your breath. Inhale to center. Exhale out to the side. Breathe, flex your foot, wiggle your toes, distract yourself. Inhale, last one. Exhale out to the side. Keep your leg up as high as you can. Engage your core, feel it in your hip. Inhale to center, return to neutral spine. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, sweep your left arm up, twist up. Exhale, dive. Left arm, left shoulder, left ear on the mat. If you want, take your right leg out all the way, raise your right arm up and over. If it's in your practice, grab a hold of your left thigh, your yoga clothes, open your shoulder. Breathe. One more breath here. On your next exhale, pressing into your right palm, bring your left back to meet your right. Take a breath. Okay. On your next inhale, raise your right arm up, reach up, twist up. Exhale, dive. Right arm, rolling onto your right shoulder. Maybe you extend your left leg out. Inhale, we bring your left arm up if it's in your practice. Reaches over, opens your shoulder a wee bit, and breathe. One more inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, placing your left palm down and coming into a neutral spine here. And here, I'd like you to just come up off your knees, reach out through your heels, shake your head yes and no. Exhale. On your next inhale, come up all the way, walk your toes as much as you can in, come up onto your tippy toes. Chin to chest, all the way down. Now exhale. Without moving your toes back, your feet back, see if you can bring your heels down. Press into your palm. Inhale, come all the way up on your tippy toes. Exhale, brings you down on your heel. One more time. Inhale, come up on your tippy toes. Exhale, all the way down. On your next inhale, raising your left leg up, right in the back hip height. Press into your palm so you feel the stretch in your back of your right leg. Feel it here, chin to chest, shake your head yes and no. I forgot to tell you, let's blubber our lips. Remember, we want no tension in our face. No tension in your jaw. On your next exhale, bring your left foot up in between your hands. Drop your right knee down, top of your right foot, pressing into the mat, both hands on your left knee, and just sink down. Maybe you're gonna feel that nice stretch on the right side. Shoulders may creep up, but we know what to do with them. We pull them back and down. Breathe. On your next inhale, both arms come up, biceps alongside, reach up, and breathe here. On your next exhale, both hands come down, and let's just do a little bit of moving. Motion is lotion. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, move back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, move back. On your next inhale, stay forward, roll over onto your left, bring your left knee up again. Let's move hands out in front and come back into plank. Now, if your hands are way ahead, move your hands back so that they're underneath your shoulders. Remember, thumbs facing each other. You can see my thumbs moving. Thumbs facing each other. Fingertips a little bit bent, tented. And now we want to hold in our plank. So hold here in plank, hold it here. And on our next exhale, let's bring left hand in the center, roll out onto the left side of the foot. Inhale, bring right arm up. Really reach up as though someone were pulling on your right side. And breathe, holding it here, engage your core. One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, cartwheel your right hand down, drop your knees, chest and chin, butt up in the air. Hold it here for a breath. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, drop to the belly, tops of your feet pressing into the mat, arms out to the side. Inhale, come up. Bring your legs and your arms coming into an airplane, like you were an airplane. Really feel the engagement of your lower back. Breathe here, gazing straight ahead. On your next exhale, press down, back into child's pose. Take 3 breaths here in child's pose. On your next inhale, come on back up to table, making your way into down dog. Here in down dog, bring your right leg up all the way. On your next exhale, left comes all the way up. Bring your left foot up in between your hands. Feeling the nice stretch. I'm going to come forward for this side. Feeling the nice stretch inside. Did I do this side? I think I did. So I was right. So sorry guys, don't listen. I told you, don't listen to me. So now we're doing opposite side. Your right foot is forward. Feeling the nice stretch in your left. Yep. I'll tell you. Okay. So really kind of sink into it, feel, and just notice one side. You know, we are right or left dominant, and it just stands to reason. One side is going to be a little tighter, and that's okay. Just notice it and go, ah, I see you. We're going to work on that. Okay. On your next exhale, I drew a blank. Okay. Let's come back here and just do a little bit of hinging forward and back. I know what I forgot to do. Inhale, forward and back. We're going to go backwards just a little bit. Okay, come up. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, interlace your fingers, reach up. On your next exhale, just bow backwards, just a wee bit. Feel the further stretch. Sorry, folks, I went a little blank. Won't be the first time. On your next exhale, bring both hands down. And since we've already hinged, we're gonna roll over left foot, keeping your hands right under your shoulders, thumbs facing each other, fingertips tented, reach out through your heels. Holding plank here on this side, and breathe. And now moving your right hand into center, rolling over onto your right side and reaching up. Reach up, out through your left fingertips. You know, I meant to mention to some people, you may be able to raise your left leg up. Wherever you are, be where you are. And breathe here. One more inhale and exhale. If your right hip starts to dip, notice that and just pull it up a wee bit. One more breath here. On your next exhale, cartwheel your left hand down. And we're going to do a chaturanga. So chaturanga is as you exhale, keeping your elbows in towards your side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, coming into downward dog. On your next inhale, left leg comes up, all the way up. Come up on your right toes just because you can. On your next exhale, drop your right foot down, stack your hip, bend your left knee, gaze under your right shoulder, and breathe. Just hold this and breathe into the opening in your left hip. On your next exhale, bring your left foot up in between your hands, coming into a high crescent lunge. Here in high crescent lunge, you're gonna come up and now dropping your left hand down inside and dropping your right foot, coming into side angle. I don't know why I moved. I should have just stayed where I was. Bringing your right foot out, left elbow to the inside of left foot, and breathe here. See, it was all that breathing that it really fires me up, as if I had to tell you. Okay, so I'm on my fingertips. Some of you may want your block, because we're just gonna hold this for a moment and breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheel your right hand down, and let's just pivot into a wide angle pose here. And here, bring your hands on your hips. And exhale, bow forward. Inhale, engage your thighs, pull your kneecaps up, protecting lower back, slight bend in your knees, but your thighs are engaged. Exhale, bow all the way down. Last one. Inhale, come up to a flat back. On your next exhale, drop your right fingertips down, maybe on a block. Inhale, reach up. Breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheel your left fingertips down as you inhale, right hand comes up, and breathe. On your next exhale, right hand comes down, and now just pivot your feet. So now we're in let's go back to downward dog. So here, let's move back to down dog. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up all the way. Come up onto your left toes. Really feel that. Bend your right knee, gaze under your left shoulder, and breathe. Breathe into the opening you're creating on your right side, in your right hip, and breathe. On your next exhale, bring your right foot up, Coming into high crescent lunge on this side. Sink down and breathe here. On your next exhale, bring both hands down, interlace your hands behind and pull open. And breathe, opening your heart. On your next exhale, release here, pivoting your left foot down as you come into side angle on the right side. Right elbow comes into right knee. As you inhale, reach up with your left fingertips. And breathe, just feel where you are. On your next exhale, cartwheel your left hand down as you come back into center, pivoting your feet a little bit closer, a little bit wider than your mat. So I've got two mats here. I'll tell you, I really know how to confuse myself. Okay, so we're gonna come into goddess pose. So goddess is coming down. Draw in your pelvic floor on this one. Really draw in your cheeks, just draw it up. You come down, arms out to the side like cactuses. Let's flex our palms. Let's do this. This looks kind of cool, right? Look like some, and hold it here. Breathe. Feel your cheekbones coming in, your pelvic floor, your thighs are shaking. You're alive. You feel it. One more breath after this one. Deep inhale and exhale. Bring both hands down. Straighten your legs, drop your head, shake your head, and just feel what you feel in your thighs. Feel that sensation, that burning. Feels good, right? Taking your right hand on your inhale to the outside of your left foot, and then just press into the top of your foot as you twist up. Inhale, reach up with your left fingertips. A nice, beautiful twist and stretch as you walk, taking your left hand to the outside. If you can't grab your foot, grab your ankle, wherever you are. Pressing the palm into the top of the foot. Inhale, reach up and breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheeling down, we're going down one more time into Bakasana. So taking your elbows to the inside of your knees, dropping down as far as you can. For some of you, like a block, you know, sitting on a block maybe where you are. Use your props, or your pillow, wherever you are. But making sure that our elbows are the inside of our knees, our thighs, palms together. And now, as best as you can, come into prayer, pressing your thighs inside your knees, tucking your tailbone in, extending through the crown of your head, and breathe. Breathe here. Maybe you want to raise your toes up off. You know, I just like to play, you know, because you know you're really rooting into all four corners of your feet. When you can raise your toes, that means you're not gripping the earth with your toes to hold on. All four corners of your feet are doing the work. And so the toes are left to play. Okay. So taking on your next exhale, taking your left fingertips out to the side as you inhale, sweep up and breathe. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, drop your right fingertips and reach up. Exhale, come all the way down. And now right here, bring your hands behind and come down. Roll onto your back, grabbing a hold of the outside. We're gonna kind of stay in this pose a little bit, coming into happy baby. So happy baby takes your fingers to the outside of your feet, curl around as best you can. Maybe you can touch the arch of your foot. If that is, that's great. So if you can, grab the arch and massage it. Press into the arch of your foot, bending your knees, pull down. Hopefully your back will come onto the mat. If it doesn't, no worries. That's where you want to eventually get to. With the back of your head resting, pull down. It's a beautiful stretch for your lower back. And now release, taking your peace fingers to the outside of your toes, and now extend all the way out and just grab a hold of your toes and let gravity do the rest. Really open up here and just feel for the moment. It's a really nice stretch for the inside of your legs. On your next exhale, bend your knees, bring back together, grab a hold of your knees and rock. Massage your lower back. Done some really good work today, folks. On your next time you come up, your shoulders will have reached up. Pull them down. Engage your core. If you're here, stay here. If you'd like, hold the back. You just don't want to go like this. You want your shoulders down. If you can, straighten your legs, bringing your arms out to the side. Really engage your core. We'll do, what do you think, 20 breaths? 15? 10? We've already done a few. Let's do 8 more breaths. Breathe. Feel where you are. 5. 6. Deep breaths. 1 more breath. On your next exhale, draw your knees in. Come down into a reverse. We've done quite a bit of table, haven't we, today? So with your feet, hip width distance, shoulders back. On your next inhale, come up. If you can, take your hands and come together, rolling onto your shoulders, back of your head resting on the mat. Remember why I love this pose? It's because you can watch your belly rise on the inhale. I'm going to exaggerate this. So on the inhale, exhale, inhale. So look at it, it's pretty cool. Walk your feet closer, back of your head, roll your shoulders, interlace your fingers, and breathe. 5 breaths here. Press in to the soles of your feet. Each inhale has you coming a little higher up. And then just because you can, raise your left leg up and breathe. Don't sink down, push up and breathe. Flex your foot. On your next exhale, drop your left foot. Inhale, right foot comes up, pressing into your left sole. Breathe and point. Flex and point. 1 more breath. On your next exhale, right leg comes down, release. And extend your left leg out. Draw your right knee in. Just pull it in for a moment. Drop it over to the side. 1 last twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch legs. Drawing your knee into your chest. Exhale, knee comes over. Gaze down to the opposite side. 1 last. Inhale to center. Exhale. You did it. Coming into Shavasana. I'm going to just, so each exhale has you sinking just a little bit further into the mat. And hopefully in some of the breath, and I know I'm not really the best at teaching that, but explore it. that Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breath, and breath of fire. Look into them. And if not, there's so many different breaths, techniques. Find one that suits you. But I highly recommend doing some breath work. And I also, when we talked about exhaling and lengthening the exhale, and it releases hormones, chemicals in the brain. I read something recently that says the mind and the brain are separate, yet inseparable. And think of the brain as a tree. We mention trees all the time in yoga, rooting down, rising up. But think of the brain as a tree, and our mind, which is composed of thoughts, feelings, emotions. Think of those as the seeds. And what do we plant into our brain? And what we plant generally comes to fruition. And so as you breathe, I can only hope and pray that all your thoughts and feelings and emotions are healthy, and awareness. And the breath, let's say the breath is like the wind, and some winds take the seeds. Well, those seeds that we don't need when we get annoyed or troubled or, listen, life isn't always, but yeah, let the breath work for you. So continue to travel with your breath as it scans your body. Each exhale lengthened and having you feel heavier. Now begin to come back to wherever your mind, your breath have taken you. Wiggle your toes and feel that movement. Feel that digit that works in union with every other part of your body. The message is sent to your toes to move, and your feet to walk, your legs, all of the wonders that happen. Go there, travel there, explore. And now find your way back to a seated pose. And we will close our time together in the same way in which we came together, in a comfortable seated pose. Sitting up straight, bones, vertebrae stacked, rooting down. Remember, your waist is like the trunk of the tree. And all of these are the roots rooting down into the earth, feeling the energy. And from the waist up are the limbs. On your next inhale, rise those beautiful limbs of yours all the way up, your fingers coming together. As you exhale down through heart center, the divine in me bows with such joy and gratitude to the divine in each of you for allowing me, trusting me to guide you through this sacred practice. Namaste. God bless. Thank you for playing with me today. And next month is Beginner's Month. So we're going to do the whole month of September for those I've gotten. And thank you all for who reach out and give me suggestions. And if anyone wants to let me know how the breath came off, because the honest to God truth is I've never taught it before. I've done it, but I've never taught it. So I'd love to know how you guinea pigs did with it. So have a wonderful, blessed day, and thank you. And God bless.